Thanks for joining us for this quick look at Farm Focus and PaySauce. Both of these products have been designed with New Zealand farmers in mind and will help you look after your business, your team, and your farm. So PaySauce has been around since about 2016, and in that time we've worked closely with the Federated Farmers, Dairy New Zealand, Dairy Women's Network, and a number of other New Zealand industry bodies to make sure that our features are the best they can be to look after our farming clients. So with PaySauce, we pride ourselves on being the easiest payday ever. We have specialist payroll features that are built with and for farmers to make sure that your payroll is compliant, and things like minimum wage top-ups and variable hours can be easily taken care of. You can see on the screen there, Andrew Hoggett, who is the chairman of Federated Farmers, uses PaySauce and absolutely loves us. He has given us some statistics around how much time it has saved him, and it is a really large amount of time for each payroll. And of course, if you average that out over the year, all the time you're saving also equates to money. So we are a mobile or a cloud-based product. So what that means is you can access PaySauce from your desktop or from your computer that's in the farm office, or you can also access it from your mobile phone if you're out and about. And the really good thing about that is your staff can also access their PaySauce app from their own phone. And one of the biggest wins for you and for them there is that they can easily add in their timesheets to make it easy for you to keep track of them. So this is the PaySauce dashboard. You'll see that we have a Federated Farmers Contract Builder. So this is a digital employment contract tool, and you can easily customize the template to suit your own employee's agreement, and that can be digitally discussed between yourself and your employees. And when you're both happy with it, you both sign it, and then it's saved within the contract builder. And of course, any data from that employee can pop straight through into your PaySauce payroll. We also have rosters available, which is a really good way to keep track of things like annual leave and who's working when. And also we have some task tracking capability as well. So the biggest thing that we are famous for is our awesome employee timesheeting app. So with this one, the staff can enter their hours, they can edit them, and they can submit their timesheets on the go from wherever they are. So no more dog-eared, coffee-stained timesheets sitting in the farm shed or the smoko room. You've got that data accurately there and up to date. And of course, it's easy to see from anywhere that your staff have actually entered their hours. So they get into the habit of entering their hours each day, which is going to make them a lot more accurate than trying to remember what they did 2 weeks ago on a Sunday night when they know that they're going to be paid in the next couple of days. So within PaySauce, we do lots of stuff for you. We track the hours worked. We record the leave that your staff are accruing and what they're entitled to, and also what they're applying for and what you've either approved or declined, depending what else is happening on farm for you. We also calculate all of the staff payments, and we can pay the staff. And if there are any other payments that you want made on behalf of your employees, perhaps they're saving for their own stock, perhaps they're saving for a car or a property, it's easy to set up those payments through the payroll as a set and forget, so you don't have to process that each time you pay them. Also, we file the IRD amount and pay that for you on your behalf, and we can send pay slips to your staff and also reports to yourselves or your accountants, or possibly you've got business partners or other people with an interest in your farm as well. We also have the minimum wage top up. This is to make sure you don't accidentally underpay anybody. On the screen at the moment, you can see Walter Farmer. He's paid for 50 hours per week, but he's actually worked 75 hours. And of course, that would mean that he would be dropping just below the minimum wage amount of $20 per hour for him. So we can have that setting there and making sure you're not accidentally underpaying your staff. And the most important thing for you as Farm Focus clients is that we have integration through to Farm Focus. So all of your payroll data is automatically popped through into your Farm Focus accounting products, and you've got the reporting capability there. Tips. So that's a huge time saver for you as well. We also have rosters. So with our rosters, you can simply drop and drag your staff onto the days that you want them to work, or you can apply custom work patterns. So if you have something like a 14-day roster where your staff have 1 day off 1 week and 2 set days off the next week, you can apply that roster really easily across the whole roster. It might be a 3-month or a 6-month or a 12-month roster. And of course, as holidays are approved, they pop up on that roster, and that's easily visible for you to know when you might need to get someone else to work. So on screen now, you can see Lucy wages in the purple. She's applied for some annual leave, but I do have her rostered on for those days currently. So you can see that red Lucy wages is showing us that we need to do something about that. Either approve her leave and possibly find someone else to work that day, or alternately, you can, of course, decline that leave if it's not possible for them to have it off. And of course, you can sort out any clashes there at a glance. With the rosters, the staff can also see when they are working, and you can see on the screen on the phone view, the green days are the days that Lucy is working for Laddie's team. That's the name of that roster. And the ones with the extra circle means I put some details there for the staff to know what they're doing. So with the view to the right there, you can see that Lucy is rostered on from Sunday to Wednesday, and for each of those days, she has an early start and she's to milk, herd to, and load as well. So it's easy to keep your staff up to date with what they're doing at any given time. We also have Pay Now. This is an earned wage access tool. So we do or have heard from our clients around the country that often their staff in the past have wanted pay advances, which does create quite a bit of admin work and a lot to keep on top of repayments and so on. There's also horrible people called predatory payday lenders, and they tend to charge exorbitant interest rates to people who can often least afford to pay interest rates. So with a partnership with BNZ, the Bank of New Zealand, we've created a tool within PaySauce called Pay Now. And what this does is it lets staff get access to money that they've already done the work for. They've already done the hours, and you can see on screen that this person has available funds $350. So that's how much work they've done in this current pay period. And they're looking for an earned wage excess of $170 of that. So with this, the money doesn't come from your account. You don't even have to process these. It can come directly through PaySauce. We make sure they have done that work. We can check that through the timesheeting and so on. And then BNZ very kindly has a pool of money that we use to give that person that early access to their own wages. And then when it comes time to pay staff, you just pay them as normal. And that $170 as it comes through PaySauce for processing would be removed from that person's pay packet and put back into the BNZ pool of funds. So far we have granted over $700,000 worth of early wage access to people who need it for things like emergency car fixing bills or emergency doctor's bills and so on. And we have saved over $330,000 worth of high interest loan repayments. So we're pretty proud of that. You don't have to give your staff access to Pay Now. It can be turned off either on a staff member setting or for your whole staff if you don't want them to have access to that. With PaySauce, it's really easy to swap onto using us. So if you've been using Cash Manager Rural's wage book, you'll know that you've got some history there around your staff, their employment start dates, current leave balances and that kind of thing. So we can take care of all of that. We can get it out of your wage book, or if you're using another product, we can work with you to get the data that we need to get you set up within PaySauce. And then what we do is we load them in, we show you the ropes, we run comprehensive training, and we guide you through your first pay. So the training is good because it is on your own payroll. It's not some made up thing that's not really relevant to your business. It's actually your own pay run. And of course, once we've stepped you through that, you can give us a call every time you run the pays if you have any questions. And we also have email support and a whole lot of really helpful how-to videos on our website if you're like me and you pay your staff at 11:30 on a Sunday night. Custom costings is another great tool that we have. And with custom costings, when your staff enter their hours into the timesheet, you might want to track how much time they're spending on milking versus loading, or possibly drafting sheep versus maintenance. So you can set up these custom costing settings however you like, and those custom costings can be also taken across to Farm Focus for your financial reporting as well. So with PaySauce and Farm Focus together, you do have the best of both worlds. You're able to automatically send your PaySauce payroll transactions to Farm Focus. We help you set up that connection as well. And with the two of those tools at your disposal, you know that you are paying your staff appropriately with a highly compliant New Zealand built payroll solution. And of course, you've got the benefit of that fabulous Farm Focus cloud-based product. You can pay your staff from the beach if you want to. You don't have to be tied to the office, and it really does make life so much easier. So remember, we've got that awesome offer now along with Farm Focus, where if you switch to Farm Focus and you sign up for PaySauce, you can also get free payroll for 3 months. So this is our premium product, so it does include the rosters and the custom costings. So you don't have to pay anything for 3 months. You can trial it out, see what you think, and then you can decide if you would like to stay on premium, or maybe you'd like to try the standard plan. It's entirely up to you. So do make sure that you do sign up before Christmas so that you can take advantage of that plan there. Thank you so much for your time. It's been great presenting to you. All the best, and have a fabulous festive season.